Now we back. I was just reminded that all of the Friday series are now playing on Netflix, and I get royalty checks. So if you've seen it 20 times, just turn it on, leave the room, let it play, and so I can get my monies.
Like your boy, John Witherspoon's money.
No, that's JJ, man, on the commercial. Get your money.
Money. Call now. Get your money today.
Now my main man, Doo-Doo Brown.
And I'm not dead.
I saw him on something the other day. He pretty much looked dead.
Brain dead. Even at that.
He pretty much looked dead. Well, congratulations, Serena. They say she's wrapping it up. She's not sure. What is she, 42?
40.
And Venus is 42.
Yeah.
Her sister.
Yeah.
Who's older.
Yeah.
They lost the doubles. But, you know, come on, man. Between two of them out there playing doubles, that's 82 years.
Between both of them.
But they're the number one doubles team of all time.
Of all time.
Yeah.
Well, do you think Serena is the GOAT, greatest of all time?
Tennis, yeah.
But the argument is she's
tennis.
the greatest of all time athlete, period.
Tennis ain't no walk in the park.
No, I ain't saying it is. I'm just asking you what you think, naval officer?
I think she deserved to be on the list. You see the list they had with Tom Brady, her, and they had like 5 people and had her number 5.
You think?
I'm
just asking now because I can't drive no ship. I've had a couple of boats.
Right.
The ships do have more than one propeller though. You say it got one great big propeller. You don't need 2 throttles with one propeller. But if
you got reverse and a forward. Yeah.
You got that on both of them.
Yeah.
But I'm saying you think Serena Williams is a better athlete than Tom Brady?
Pound for pound.
You can't say pound for pound because she's way more than Tom Brady.
I'm just saying, for her sport and her accolades and what she's accomplished in her sport.
She's close.
Tom Brady got 7 dudes blocking for him. Serena out there by herself every night.
That's
against the youngest people, the coldest. She's 40 years old.
Well, if you want to say that, Tom Brady also has 11 people out there trying to get his ass, and she only got 1.
Yeah, but you can buy protection for Brady. You can't buy protection for Serena on a tennis match. She got to be out there on her own.
You think? I'm not saying either way yet.
Serena can lift more than Tom Brady.
You might be right about that.
She can run faster than Tom Brady. She can probably kick his ass if she wanted to.
Come on.
Serena Williams is not no sucker MC.
I doubt she can lift more than Tom Brady.
I doubt it.
Have you seen?
He's a man. His body mass.
She can.
Serena at her peak performance in tennis. What year would that be? 6, 7, maybe first 10 years. She was unstoppable. She was so good. If Serena was a white girl, she'd have a day of the week.
Can I speak?
You've been asking to speak.
I think Serena should be up there as one of the top too because it's an individual sport, like he said.
One of the top athletes. She's clearly the top tennis player.
I don't think.
You think she's one of the top athletes?
It's hard to say.
Michael Jordan.
Who is the top athlete because
Michael Jordan.
He just played basketball.
He played basketball.
Serena could probably.
He probably played baseball. He looked like a clown.
But they try to say Bo Jackson still is up there too. But I think longevity has a part to play in it. When you're doing an individual sport, you're doing a competition sport where you got other people, like you say, that can help you out during
boxing.
You know, you got coaches
and
you got players that help you out. But this is an individual sport that you got to be on your. Hold on.
If you want,
you individual sport where you got to be on the top of your game.
Tiger Woods.
Every time you come out, Tiger Woods, another one. That's an individual sport.
Yeah, you can't have but one GOAT.
But I'm saying, I think Serena, because of the physical aspect that she had to play with, Tiger had to play with the physical aspect.
That's bullshit. Kenny Smith made that same ignorant ass statement on TV about 5 or 6 years ago. And he looked like a clown, man. Yeah. He was saying golfers are not athletes, man. Are you out your mind?
I've walked 18 holes, DC, with you.
Tiger did blow an
18 holes. I respect old white men more than ever.
I ain't even
when
talking
played
about
golf for the
I ain't
first
even
time.
talking about the walking. I'm talking about the physical aspects of hitting the ball.
Yeah.
You know the torque that Tiger got there. That's why he done tore his back up. Had somebody.
I believe
there's no doubt that it's an athletic sport.
I believe it.
I think Serena is one
And
of
the
the,
concentration it takes to play at that level year
yeah.
after year, it's another thing.
I think she's one of the greatest. Whether or not she is
The greatest.
GOAT of all athletes, I got trouble with that.
Only person.
But I put
You
it right
saying
there. I
that
don't know
she's
who
a
you
better athlete than Michael Jordan,
Yes.
Jim Bryant,
Yes.
Kobe Bryant,
Yes.
Wow.
Prime Time and Jim Brown.
Yes.
They both good.
Deion Sanders,
Yes.
They
Tom
both
Brady.
good.
Yes.
Clarissa
She's a
Shields.
better
Because
athlete.
she's out there by herself.
Okay, what
Side
You
about
got to
side.
play on that level.
but what
of
about
concentration.
Floyd? What about Floyd Mayweather?
Floyd Mayweather, Tiger Woods.
Muhammad Ali.
I'm with
I
all
put
that.
it
I
right
respect
Mike
there.
Tyson.
That's what I'm saying. I can't give
respect
you.
that.
You know what
I
I'm saying?
can't give you. I can't tell you.
Clarissa
because
Shields, the
she
female
is right
boxer
there.
from
Clarissa Shields.
Flint.
Yeah.
Layla Ali.
She got Layla will get
But
mopped up
later
by
had
Clarissa
longevity.
Shields.
I'm talking about longevity. Now we talking about 20 years here now. We're not talking about somebody who played for a few years and they was great, like Bo Jackson.
Right, right.
He played for a few years. He was great. I'm talking about 20 years.
Well, you
of being
can't,
on
you
the top
can't,
of
you
your
can't,
game.
you can't put it all on longevity. Now you ain't gonna give it. You ain't gonna get a. You ain't gonna call a person a GOAT just because they played longer than everybody.
Barry Bonds,
about 50
Barry
and 0,
Bonds
though?
had to be up there too. Then, okay. But I'm saying all these people. It's hard to say who's the greatest, but she should be up there on that Mount Rushmore type of. She up as, especially as a female.
I'm not arguing that she's not one of the greatest,
Right.
Right.
but to say she's clearly
greatest.
the greatest tennis player.
That's hard to say.
Does Mayweather
But
count with 50 and 0?
Tennis by far.
Does
Tennis.
Mayweather count?
50 and 0.
Yeah.
He's a good athlete, but is he the greatest of all time
This
amongst
is
all
boxing.
athletes?
This dude
no,
got to
I
run
would not say
20
so.
miles. How many basketball players running 15 miles a week, 20 miles a week?
Right.
Is that what makes you the
get
greatest
somebody trying
athlete
to
of
knock
all
your
time?
head
you
How
off.
far you
boxing,
can
though.
run?
And
No,
trying to get
it's
your
part of
head
boxing,
knocked off every fight, and you winning. You getting your.
You think
somebody trying to knock
Mayweather
your
was
head
a
off.
better fighter than Muhammad Ali?
I think they did
Weight
the
class,
size.
weight
Statistically,
class,
yes.
Weight class, yes.
Statistically,
Pound
yes.
for pound.
Statistically, yes.
I think
He's
Roy
50
Jones
and 0,
is better.
DC. 50.
You think who?
I'm
Roy
talking about.
Jones.
I'm talking about 50 and
Roy
0. DC.
Jones.
Roy Jones.
Roy
Hold on.
Jones is
No,
nice,
he
but
ain't
he got
close
his
to
whoops.
it.
But he ain't better than. I mean, him and Mayweather.
Hold on.
different
Let's look at 50 and 0 now.
50 and 0.
50 and 0.
Who? All right, we
He
have
played
a
a-
man
he
is
played a- he played
Satchel
a-
Paige who played with my daddy,
Right.
who's 97.
Right. And
My
he
granddaddy
pitched
played with
50.
them too.
And they say he was when he was playing, claiming he was 40 something. They say he was already 60.
60-something years old.
My uncle played it. My
So-
granddaddy
so-
played
so-
it. Negro.
Satchel
That's another
Paige.
person. We
But
can
if you
say
look,
that.
but if you look at his record, he has the best record in Major League Baseball. Period.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
But-
would
but-
you say, I would not say he was the greatest athlete of all time.
because he's throwing the ball.
I wouldn't.
I'm just arguing that he could be argued that possibly he could be that.
The greatest athlete of all time.
I mean,
If the greatest pitcher would
Pitcher.
be more of
Yeah.
an argument.
Right.
The greatest athlete of all
I'm talking about
time.
somebody
ain't
who's
Tom
starting
Brady?
and stopping. Hold on. We talking about somebody who's
You
starting
got
and stopping.
Tom Brady, man.
No, hold on, DC.
All right, does a decathlon-
DC. We talking about somebody who's starting and stopping, running from this way, this way, this way, this way, hitting the ball, starting and stopping by herself. Nobody else helping her. Satchel Paige had a team out there can catch the ball. If he throw a strike and he hit it on the ground and double out. We talking about somebody who by herself for 20 years.
Well,
stood
if you
on
want
the
to talk
top of her
about by
game.
yourself sports, you got boxing, you got golf,
Okay,
you got
Mayweather.
Tiger Woods, you got
Tiger.
Mayweather, you got Muhammad Ali.
You got Muhammad.
Decathlon. Decathlon gold medal. Gold
You got
medal.
all
They would
that.
say that's the best athlete. You got a gold medal in the decathlon. So that would be Bruce Jenner then.
Hold on, but he only did that for 1 year.
Him,
But you still got to do it though.
But that's,
What's the other
I'm
boy
talking
that?
about
What's the
20
other boy
years
that won
of
all
20
the,
years on the top of your
won all
game?
won all the sprints and everything?
Hossein Bolt.
No, the brother, Luke.
Irwin.
No, the brother. He sang the national anthem. He messed up and said, "Wait, let me start."
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis.
Carl Lewis went through it. He
Okay.
didn't win a decathlon.
That's another one.
I don't think.
But
And
guess
what about
There's
Navy
another young
SEAL?
lady in track right now who been winning for the last 20 years. She's a female, and she's on the top of her game in track.
She's a female?
And that's another private sport. I'm saying that's another private sport. It's just about you, and it gets. She ain't got no teammates. She running, and she's been at the top of her game. I can't think of her name right now, but she's won.
Well, she ain't the greatest of all time. If you
Will
can't think
Chamberlain
of
is
her
a
name.
mean athlete. It wasn't
a
on
bad
TV
boy.
with him. He jumped in the Olympics high jump.
Yeah.
Or was that for college? He jumped high jump.
So, is she or is she not the greatest of all time?
No, she's
Well,
not
you would
female.
never
In
see
my
another.
opinion, she's
You
not
could put
the
10.
Female.
You could put 10 tennis players together, and their accolades wouldn't pass Serena's. And she's going to be in the history books forever.
I will give you that she's the greatest tennis player of all time. But greatest athlete of all time, I'm not sure about that.
You got to give me some names. I mean, who? I mean, we
I
talking
done
about.
gave you a bunch of names.
I'm gonna ask you. Hold on, I'm gonna ask you. Point blank, right? Who's your greatest? Point blank
Athlete of all time?
of all time.
I'm not sure. I mean,
All
you
right.
got
You have to
Michael
break, if you go
Jordan.
one person, female, male,
Hold on,
female,
Kobe
just one
Bryant.
person.
No discussion. Who's
You
your
got
favorite?
Muhammad Ali. You got Tiger Woods. I mean, I'm not sure. You got Jim Brown.
Yeah.
You got Deion Sanders. You got Kevin Durant, who can play every position. You talking about one person, but he can play every position.
Steph Curry can. I do Steph Curry over
Steph
Kevin
Curry
Durant.
is not the greatest
Steph Curry
athlete of all
is
time.
not. He ain't even
Uh-oh.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
There you go.
Steph Curry is
There you
not
go.
the greatest
Steph Curry
athlete.
ain't even
Curry.
Kareem.
Steph
There you go.
Curry,
Three's more than two.
Steph
There you go.
Curry cannot
Three's are more than
center.
twos.
There you go.
Cannot center. If you're talking about greatest of all time, immediately you have to pick people, Magic Johnson, Kevin Durant, who can play every position.
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar.
I still say threes are more than twos.
Jabbar couldn't be a guard.
Three
Nobody would
check him,
eliminate
no.
him.
Three's more than
Nobody
two.
check him. His mid-range game was crazy.
Ain't nobody checking, but he cannot stick a guard. I'm saying if I had 5 Kevin Durants, I could beat anybody in the history of basketball.
Except
Yeah.
five
You trying
LeBron.
to
Except for
say
Michael Jordan.
5 Steph Curry.
Stephon Curry's. And man, 5 Stephons against 5 Kevin Durant, Stephon wouldn't have a chance. He would
If
never
they
get the
had
ball.
the skills,
That's not true.
if 5 had the skills of Steph Curry, I would still go with him.
Five LeBrons would
You're
beat
right.
5 KDs.
You crazy?
Oh,
Maybe
five
5
We gonna
LeBron.
make it.
Yeah, he
Maybe
We
5
make it.
LeBron.
We gonna make it.
Maybe 5 LeBron.
Steph make him.
Steph gotta shoot over a tree.
You can't make
Klay
it. if you don't
Thompson,
get it.
we gonna make him. But other players may miss him every now and then. But we gonna make
I
him.
think she had a stellar career.
Easy.
I think she's the greatest tennis player of all time. Is she the greatest athlete that ever lived?
I say for mine.
She
would
on the
be
Mount
Floyd.
Rushmore. Definitely.
Mine would be Floyd. If you ask me who I
Floyd
would pick,
Mayweather?
You said
because he
Floyd?
never, yeah, because
Who
he never.
you say
say you can
who
beat
you
it.
say you can
But
win.
you can say you can beat
But
it.
like I said,
How
he's
you
never.
gonna? Oh man,
He's
you
never
said you
lost.
can beat Floyd Mayweather on a street fight.
He
you said
said,
that.
I never said that, but that's another
Oh,
discussion.
let's go back. William,
But-
can we? No, I'm just kidding.
In my
I'm just
mind,
kidding.
Floyd would be the best because he's never lost. Through his whole career, he's never taken a loss in his career. Where
That
everybody
doesn't
leaves
make you the
business.
greatest athlete of all time.
That's
Let me
good
tell you
business.
something
But-
about.
but hold on,
let me,
DC.
let me tell you something about that record shit. It depends on who you up against. So if you're not up against, I mean, there are waves, man, in sports where the competition is stiffer in a certain era than it is in another era. So, I mean, you can argue all day, so you can't just look at a person's record. What would have happened if Tyson had to have fought Joe Frazier and Muhammad Ali?
Personally, I think
Didn't he
Tyson would
whoop
have
Joe
won.
Frazier ass?
Tyson
He
would've
He
won.
whooped Holmes' ass.
Tyson would have won.
Tyson would have
No,
beat that
Tyson
ass.
would have won.
DC.
Tyson would have beat that
Tyson.
ass.
I'm with Richard.
Tyson
Down goes Tyson.
Yeah, okay.
Tyson.
Okay.
Oh,
Joe Frazier.
All right.
Tyson against
Nah.
Muhammad Ali.
I would have
Ali in
loved
his
to
prime.
have seen.
He'd
Killed
have bodied
That straight
Muhammad Ali
arm,
up.
that straight
If he could
jab,
get-
and that straight arm of Muhammad Ali. Now Tyson gonna bobby weave and beat his body up and get close to him. And I don't know if Muhammad Ali could,
No.
could
How he
took
gonna
that
jab
punch.
out of that? He gonna jab out of
Muhammad
that.
Ali never
He gonna
faced
keep him
nobody
out.
like
I don't know.
Tyson.
Give him one at a
Took
time
that
now.
punch
Give him
from
one at a
Tyson.
time. Go ahead.
Well, matter of fact, I take that back. Muhammad Ali took pounds from George Foreman and Spinks and all them. Yeah, he could have took the powder from he could have fought with Tyson. Muhammad Ali could have fought with Tyson because of the way he fought. He gonna let you punch out and he gonna hit you in one of them nails and nail you down. But Tyson also is a beat you
Ike
up.
Turner or Lizzo?
Lizzo.
Lizzo.
She's bigger than Ike. She can sit on Ike.
All right.
Bo P said that. Y'all ain't gonna have all the Lizzo people ain't gonna be mad at me like they mad at Harry Spears.
Right.
I mean, it's hard to say the greatest athlete of all time because you know the competition is so different and sports are so different. But I think she's the greatest tennis player of all time, hands down. I think Tiger Woods is the greatest golfer of all time, hands down. Football, I don't know.
LT.
I think
Lawrence
Floyd
Taylor?
Mayweather the best fighter of all time because of his record.
LT.
No, I disagree with
When
that.
you got somebody hitting at your head
Floyd picked them last 15
every
fights.
fight, man, for 50 fights, and you win.
But dog, let me tell you something about it.
DC.
But listen, in boxing, you pick and choose who you gonna
But
fight.
hold on, but DC.
I could be
Even though he
50
pick
and
and
0 if you
choose.
let me pick who I'm gonna fight.
Even though he pick and choose.
I'll fight my daughter. I know I knock her ass
But
out.
he done picked the best you threw at
I don't know. Bring
at
it
his
thick
weight
over
level.
there,
At his
boy.
weight level.
Really like she got some weight
I
on her
wish she
now.
would swing back at me.
But DC at his weight
no.
level.
Capping her ass.
But at his weight level, that's the only competition he had at his weight level. He beat all of that competition at his weight level. Now, Muhammad Ali had a different weight level. Those bigger guys, they bigger.
Player.
But at
You
his
see the
weight
people that
level.
fight Mike
Boxing, you
Tyson?
choose your opponent.
But he only at his weight
When you
level,
get to
though.
a certain
What
level.
about
At
Rocky
his weight level.
Marciano?
He ain't gonna pick no Roy Jones and nobody like that.
Who you talking about?
Floyd Mayweather.
Right.
He couldn't pick them kind of.
I mean,
at
he
his
great
weight
now.
level.
He great.
At his weight level now.
He great.
Yeah.
But now I do not think he has the skills that Muhammad Ali had in his heyday.
Rocky Marciano
As a
was
skilled
like
fighter,
that too,
DC.
though.
Rocky Marciano
Yeah, like
was a
200
bad boy.
fights, and he
This
only
boy
lost
been
like
out on
two.
that ship. He just been reading and shit. He supposed to be driving the boat.
Yeah.
He out there reading and shit. Rocky Marciano was a bad boy.
He dropped
bad
like
boy.
2 fights out of 250 fights or something like that.
Yeah.
He
That's
tough.
what I'm saying. So yeah, but
That's why Mike Tyson don't like Floyd Mayweather that much. He like, man, you pick your fights, B. I
Yeah,
fought
but you have to get
everybody.
to a certain level to get there. You got to remember back when he was Pretty Boy Floyd, he was fighting top people, and he's a three division champ. So it's not like he just stayed in one division.
Right.
Every division he was in, he won. He never got
He
defeated.
bad boy.
But
I ain't
now
arguing
when he got
He got
up
with
He
there,
wasn't no knockout artist.
had a
That's why it don't look so
right.
fast.
At
He
first
wasn't
he
no
was,
knockout
but he
artist.
broke.
He was
At
a
first he
technician.
was, but he broke his hand. He
He's a
broke his hand.
technician. He's a
So
technician
he
fighter.
started being more of an offensive fighter. Well, really a defensive fighter. He let you come to him.
He give you the
And
first 3 rounds.
Yeah, he let
See
you
what
come
you
to him,
working
and he
But
picked you apart.
I've seen Floyd take some hit from some fighters, man.
yeah.
He takes some hits and it didn't bother him, man. He
I
takes
didn't
some
see him
punches.
take some hits and it
He
hurt.
done took them, man, and then come back
Yeah.
and win the fight because he's a technician. He was a technician, man.
Man, don't fought everybody.
But I mean,
It's hard
all
to
debated.
say who was the greatest athlete of all time.
yeah, it's hard to say
Were they
one
better
person.
than Jesse
Get one
Owens?
person.
Right.
Jesse Owens, Satchel Paige. I mean, it's
Usain
hard to
Bolt.
say who's the greatest
Usain Bolt
athlete
is
of all
another
time.
one. That's a private thing. Usain Bolt.
I mean, I
catch a
think you can
football,
say
though.
That's
who
just-
was the GOAT in their own lane.
You could say Randy Moss. He was a multi-talented athlete. He just played football.
Look at Pepe.
professionally.
Pepe in soccer.
He was good.
You got a lot
Randy
of
Moss
people,
played
man. You got a lot of
Randy
sports.
Moss was bad
In
boy.
West Virginia, and when he was at
But
home.
the best athlete ever,
It's gonna be. You got to have somebody with multi-talented. Like Bo Jackson was successful on baseball, like Deion Sanders was
and
successful.
football.
and football. Both of those sports.
And I played golf with him. He can hit a damn golf ball
I've seen
out,
Bo-
of,
yeah,
out of
Bo
the
do
world,
everything.
bro. But I mean, it's such a broad brush. Everybody arguing that she's the greatest athlete of all time. I ain't so sure about that.
I know she the finest
She looked like a
Beautiful
mama in that
black.
last game.
of all time.
She's the
Oh,
finest.
She looked her age
caught
that
up. I got
last
caught
one,
up.
boy. She
I
looked
got
40
caught
in
up.
that last
Yeah,
game.
she-
I got caught up. But that
Her
thick
knees
black
was fat. Like when did
sister.
Serena get fat knees? Man?
What is she gonna look like though? And
Yeah, she had
I
a
know all the
baby.
women gonna be mad at me for this.
Florida, like Florida Evans.
20 years. 20 years from now. 20 years from now.
I
Florida
think
Evans.
20 years from now she been got back
She
on
gonna
the
look like
horse
Florida
to stay in
Evans. 20
shape.
years got Florida
I
Evans.
think she's
She
gonna
gonna
stay in
get fat
shape.
for 2
period.
years and then she gonna get it together.
I think she's just gonna stay in shape. Period. When you so used to staying in shape for that period of time, I just think it's just in you to be
Yeah,
like
Florida
I
that.
don't know, bro. She
gonna stay in
Florida.
is built kind of like
What was
Florida.
I know she not.
So you tell me
Oprah
Florida?
Winfrey character in in
Color
Miss
purple.
Sophia.
Color
Miss
purple.
Sophia.
See,
Miss
color like
Sophia. Miss Sophia.
She
Don't
gonna like
do Serena
Sophia.
like-
No, man, she thick. It ain't going nowhere. It's going anyway. But no, I'm just kidding. I
she get a
I
divorce,
love
she
you,
gonna start
Serena. Where
acting.
you at right now? I don't know where you gonna go.
I don't know, but God bless her.
God bless
What a
you.
career.
We bad for that. Damn it!
I ain't mad at
Can
her.
y'all erase that?
Basketball, I don't know. I think Kobe Bryant may have been the baddest. I don't know.
I don't know, man. Michael Jordan was the killer.
God bless Vanessa. She just won that lawsuit because they took them pictures of him.
Yeah.
She won that money too, boy.
300.
Hey, but guess what, though, DC?
She getting kind of fat too. I saw her.
Speaking about tennis, what about
keep
the black
Derek Fisher
dude
from going over
the
there.
black dude that's in the finals now that beat Rafael Nadal.
Yeah.
The black dude in the tennis, man.
He
I ain't never
last
heard of the
American,
brother.
last American left in the
man.
finals of the tournament.
Yeah, and I'm so sorry. Coco Gauff, she lost.
She
I'm
lost.
so glad she get to play against Serena.
Ain't she from Atlanta?
I'm so glad.
She from
Georgia.
Peachtree City.
Georgia.
Ain't she?
Yeah, she from Georgia.
Coco Go.
Yeah.
Ain't she from right around
She
here?
Georgia.
Yeah, ATL.
I don't know if it's Atlanta, but it's Georgia.
Yeah.
But you know that Rome, Georgia, has one of the best tennis facilities in the world.
No, I ain't know that.
Yeah, Rome, Georgia, man. They said that's where they manufacture tennis players up there in Rome, Georgia, in America. They got the best facility one of the best, second best in the world.
Where's the first best?
Lakefront, somewhere, I don't know where that is. Somewhere in
Shit,
the world.
Wimbledon?
Lakefront. But Rome, Georgia, they say every weekend they have the best tennis players in the world play up there. I didn't know that. They have so many tennis people come up here to watch the games, they done built new hotels. Did you also know that ESPN had the highest numbers this weekend?
You mean did we also not know?
Or also not know.
Because we didn't know none of this shit you said.
I know. I was saying. But did you also, you call me the black box. Did you also know that ESPN had the highest rating ever on a golf tournament when Serena played her last game, 4.8 million viewers.
Golf?
No, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
You said
the
golf?
highest rated ESPN ever broadcast with tennis.
Oh, you said.
It was her final. It was announced that it was her final game, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they
Yeah,
all
she was
turning
saying
out
it
for
was
that.
a-
Tiger Woods was in the stands.
Now, Tiger was there. Now, Venus still playing.
Oh, she busted. She's
and
still out
she's
there.
older than Serena.
She's still celibate. I think she said she's a virgin.
I've heard her
Really?
say
That's
that.
why she can still play so long.
Well, she got that.
She got that just estrogen.
She got that power.
She may need one of my P cups because
She
the
ain't
way she
busting
playing.
nuts. I'm just saying.
Yeah, she gonna need a P cap.
Now, she may be, because she might not be greatest of all time. She's probably the only virgin.
She damn sure the only version.
In the tournament?
No,
I'm saying
but
Venus.
she's still playing.
Venus,
She ain't putting out.
Venus is still playing. She's a virgin.
Yeah, but
said.
she ain't on that level no more.
She the
level?
one took after her pops.
Top. She ain't on that. She ain't on that level.
She ain't nobody to play with.
She
though.
making
She
millions.
a strong T-Mac out there though.
Well, she's playing doubles. But she ain't.
She making millions.
Yeah.
Who
But
she doubling with?
They get appearance fees.
Yeah, I don't know who she doubling with either.
Cause
but
Serena, like, who you got?
Right.
Who you trust if Serena gone?
do y'all think? Now, what if a guy is transgender like Caitlyn? Should he be allowed to play in well, I'm saying women's tennis, but the reason I'm asking that because they got an issue now about these transgenders
Stopping it.
playing in women's sports.
Yeah.
And I saw him in a golf tournament a couple years ago. And he switched his ass up there in that mini skirt, and he teed off, man.
About
and he
300
was
yards.
driving the green.
He landed up on a par 5 already on the green.
And then women, they supposed to be all liberal and shit. They be like, yeah, he's a woman, it's a woman. That son of a bitch hit that ball because he was a scratch golfer
Yeah.
as a man.
Yeah. You hit that motherfucker. They like, hold up. Hell no. But you know what, since you bring that up, they cancel a lot of that now. They cutting them out. They put them in their own.
Yeah, they got to.
Transgender athletics.
Other host countries for like Olympics, like y'all keep that in America. We're
Right.
not doing that shit.
It's an asinine debate to me to say that women can compete with men or that men are not physically, athletically superior to women. That's an asinine assumption to me. I mean, you can't.
Right. Yeah, especially like.
I mean, it's just a
like
denial
football.
of reality.
It's sport like football.
Like track.
That's a whole
Like anything.
Like wrestling. You got a UFC fighter that's a transgender. A girl stepped in the ring, got lumped up. Like, what did you do? Your trainers.
Right.
Right.
You walked in there with a whole dude.
Right.
Ain't that much playing in the world, man.
I'm gonna go deeper than that, man. I'm gonna go deeper than that. I seen some tough women, but a woman police officer, if you ain't got your gun, you gonna have trouble with me.
Oh.
I'm just saying now. I mean, I bow down to respect. I'm just saying, if it was hand-to-hand combat, and I know it's some tough women, but hand-to-hand combat, it's hard for me to see how a woman could, for lack of a better term, manhandle the average man.
DC, how often do you practice your judo and your handcrafting? These policemen practice every day. These females know judo now, man.
Ain't enough judo.
They know karate.
I ain't saying they couldn't take me.
Right.
I ain't saying they couldn't take me.
But they train
I'm just
to
saying.
handle this disgruntled person like you. They're training every day to handle someone like you.
I'm not
So how
disgruntled.
often are you
motherfucker.
training?
I'm not disgruntled.
I'm saying, but if you got stopped and you got out of hand, they train to handle a person.
Yeah,
how often
they can
are you
shoot me
training?
and all that, but just in a wrestling match.
They trained to be scared.
Just in a wrestling match, man. You better get on that radio and call somebody his side.
I don't know. There's a
busting.
couple of them out there, DC.
Remember the dude?
I know it's some out there.
There's a couple of them.
I
a couple of them
and
scared so they
I
gonna
ain't
whoop your
trying none
ass.
of them. I wouldn't try none of them.
Right, but I'm saying they train to take you down. They train for balance training. They train all that, core training. And how often are you training to get out of your car and fight a police?
No, I'm not going to do that.
I'm saying, but
I'm not going to do
train.
that. I'm not
That's called
condoning that.
GP
I'm not
training.
promoting that. Yeah. I'm just saying it's a very difficult job for a woman. Now, all that training and shit, she could take the average woman. But there's a whole lot of men out there couldn't take me if I just didn't want to go. And you one of them.
Hold on, not me. I'm not at that attribute. Now, Mook, man, he said he could beat Floyd Mayweather.
I never said that, man.
I want to see you.
See, I thought he could whip
take
his
on
ass.
Mook, man, not me. You and Mook, man, stand up here in front of us and let him take you down.
He'd have a little trouble.
T.I. was trying to beat up Mayweather. He didn't give a damn. Mayweather like, I'm going to come get your wife and she ain't going to touch the floor
T.I.
till she
my
get to my
man.
house. And
T.I.
T.I. was
my
like,
man.
bullshit.
T.I. my man. That's my man. But he knew he had his people in there and he knew that shit wasn't going to last.
So you telling me.
Put them in this room and clear out all his furniture, I guarantee you he ain't going at Mayweather. No. If he
Does he need
he's
referees?
straight crazy.
Mayweather need
If
referees.
you got
and
trained fighters been doing it all
you
their
can't
life.
hit him.
Trained
Mayweather
fighters,
need referee.
No, Mayweather ain't getting hit by nobody.
nobody.
What you talking about? He need referee.
I'm just saying, if T.I. was mad enough to just bum rush Mayweather and tackle him to the ground and start scrapping with him,
And nobody else around to
and nobody but him
intervene.
and Mayweather, just him and Mayweather in the room, and they just
Yeah.
scrapping.
And what you saying?
I'm just saying, all T.I. can do is run him up on him, but I don't see him squabbing with Mayweather.
That's what I'm
But
telling you.
trying to
That's what I'm
tackle him
saying.
to the ground. That's a.
But if he do tackle, if
bro.
Mayweather get up, he'd knock the fuck out.
He don't have to get up, man. He don't have to get up.
We're gonna hit him in it. Yeah.
He don't have to get up.
I'm
Come on,
telling you,
man.
Mayweather know. I mean, Mayweather trained, man.
Mayweather trained for everything.
Right, but brother,
he ain't gonna get tired either.
They trained to fight, though, bro.
He done people that lunge
He
down
ain't
and try
trained to
hit him.
squabble though. Is he trained to squabble or just duck punches?
Trust me.
Dog, he get
If
one
you-
arm loose and hit you in the right spot.
Right.
They know where they got
Man,
pressure
they kill
points.
it,
They
boy.
train
That liver
to fight.
punch.
That's
That
why.
back of the head, all
That's
that.
why
Yeah, man.
boxers, their hands are they registered. It's just like fighting
Right.
with a weapon, man.
Right.
Yeah,
You can't go out in the street and beat up people because your
They
head.
know what the hell they doing.
Yeah. They know to hit you in certain parts of your head to knock you out.
Yeah.
Certain part of your chin, certain
Right.
part of
Back of
your
the
body.
They ain't know where to hit you.
Cut
You
your
know, I
liver
took a little
down. Cut
martial
your
arts.
kidney
They know where to
down.
hit you and drive all your
Your
brain,
kidney
all your
down.
brain,
Hit you
drive
in
your
the sternum.
bones up into your brain, man.
Hit your sternum to break your breath, and hit you in your
I'm
nose.
talking about a
push your
dude
shit
that's
in your
mad
head.
about somebody messing with his wife, and you mess with my wife. That's a different type of power. That's a different type of anger.
Yeah, you
This
get
ain't
knocked out quicker because
you get knocked out quicker if you ain't together.
Because you
But
rushed
you
in.
mad, bro.
You get knocked out quicker because you done rushed in
What you
there.
better do, if Mayweather mess with your wife, you better run in there and knock your wife ass out.
Right.
Your chances are better.
Bitch, why you even fucking with it?
Why you even over here?
Yeah, Mook be like, what you gonna do, DC? I'm gonna
But
take her
this-
legs out from under her, Mook.
Before,
That's
can
your
I bring
best
this
bet.
up? It's out the blue, but can I bring this up?
Bring it up before we wrap it up.
Why is Lamar Jackson not got his money yet? All them light-skinned quarterbacks got their money. All the white quarterbacks got their money. Why this dark-skinned brother who has no commercials other than what Kevin Hart did with him, he's not on
May
the
have
line.
something to do with he can't
Why-
talk.
He look like
they
Sam
try,
Jackson.
hold on, and they try to say he need an agent, but
He don't have no agent.
He don't have no agent. His mama has been handling his business all his career.
Oh, you can't
But
let your
now
mama handle
They
your business.
said we can't do business with him because he don't have an agent. Why he need an agent when his work has stood for him?
Well, let
He
me
don't need
go. I'm agree.
Why
with you
give that
to
white
it.
man some of his
I'm
money?
gonna agree with you to an extent.
Okay.
Why will his mother not become his agent? Then
She
the
is
case,
his agent.
No, you
Well,
said he
she
doesn't
worked
have
with-
an agent.
Well, no, him and his mother is his agency.
Well, you said make up your mind now.
I'm telling
You
you.
said he doesn't have an
No,
agent.
he don't have an agent. Him and his
He
mama
does.
You
has
said
an
his
agent.
mother is his agent.
His mother is
so
his
you
agent.
can't have it both ways.
His mother
If
is
his
his agent.
mother
Yeah.
is declared his agent, which
Yes.
there are no qualifications
Right.
for an agent. You ain't got to go to college, the agent college. So if she declares herself his agent,
Right.
and she's his agent, and they have to deal with her like that.
Right.
Now she goes in there talking about I'm the boy's mama, like I have heard her say. That's something else. She has to declare herself his agent. Now he can have anybody as his agent, and if she does that, and she is his agent, then they will be forced to deal with her. But now is he gonna get endorsements and stuff? I don't know, man. It might have something to do with something other than his mama being his agent.
I think because his mother's the agent, she got him his first deal was for $9 million. She got him that.
She the one insisted he be a quarterback.
Right. She got 10% of that. So she got $900,000 for that. If he signed the deal he wants is guaranteed. He wants like $200 million guaranteed. He wants a full contract guaranteed. If that's the case, his mother does the deal, then of course you can imagine how much money she gets out there. I just think that they just really playing around right now and then using the fact that his mother is his agent and they don't respect her or look at her as an agent. I don't know if because she's
That's what I'm
not
saying.
if she's not listed as a bona fide agent or what. But I just think it's just a
Hold on,
game they
man.
play.
Who is daddy?
Hold on.
Maverick
What I'm
Carter
saying,
was like
the
that,
movement. The agent job is to represent you on your performance and get the money for you.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying, my performance should stand for myself. I've done all that.
Well,
I
that's
don't
how it
need a
works.
white man to come in here, an agent, or whoever, black or white, come in here and get a part of my money when I done showed my worth. So why are you not dealing with me on my worth and not saying we can't talk to you
Well, they
because
offer
we scared
him-
to talk to your mother because telling our faults and what we don't like about you. He's saying, I done proved my worth. Give me my money.
Well, actually, he hasn't really proved his worth, but
Okay.
All right, let me play devil's advocate.
All right.
If I'm a team owner, right? What's my ultimate goal?
Win.
Put the
Win
good
the
team
Super
together.
Bowl.
Yeah.
Super Bowl.
So if I think this man can help me win the Super Bowl, you think I give a damn about his mama representing him?
Well, that-
I wouldn't. So I'm not buying all that he's saying like the world is against him.
No,
and
they ain't
everything.
saying that.
There
I
are black
said
quarterbacks
that. I said
throughout
that.
the league now.
Well, they
and it
offered
may
him a
be
friend-
something else, man.
they offered him a franchise tag. He didn't want that.
Yeah.
Right.
That's
because he
like
done
they did,
proved his worth.
at AB.
I'm saying to you is, all of these quarterbacks that don't have the accolades that he got, he is MVP quality. Everybody else got their money. White quarterbacks that ain't did what he's done got their money. Light-skinned black quarterbacks got their money.
So you saying
I'm saying because
Because
this brother
he's
is not the
dark-skinned.
traditional, what they think NFL quarterback should look like. He ain't the talkative person. You see, he ain't got no commercial because
I don't
he got
believe
the
that.
dread, he got the little
You
old
like
braids,
Sam Jackson.
and he ain't the nicest looking brother to be supporting products. they're not giving this man his money. Why don't he get his money? He's proved himself to be worthy of the money.
And you're saying it's because he's dark.
Because he's dark skinned, I'm telling you. And he's not the traditional
believe that.
quarterbacks that used to be the the quarterbacks that used to be the glam boys. And everybody want to be the quarterback. Or he's
That's not
sexy,
true, Bo. Deshaun
macho,
Watson.
and they don't look at him like that, and that's why he ain't.
Okay, well, they did kind of screw over Teddy Bridgewater too, though.
Yeah, but so you gotta understand. You
Teddy
have
Bridgewater,
to.
I mean, I ain't gonna say racism doesn't exist in the NFL, but the bottom line is they want to win the Super Bowl, man. And you could look like Jimmy Walker, who's alive.
No.
But if they think you can help them win the Super Bowl,
They gonna give
you in there, man. And if they don't, then
that's why he started
even
quarterback.
Russell Wilson. No, Kansas City quarterback. The
Mahomes.
little gay boy.
Kevin
Yeah,
Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes.
He said the other day he was speaking about racism amongst the quarterbacks in the NFL. So it does exist, but in every case, I'm not sure that Lamar Jackson
This man
can win
is
a
projected
Super
to be
Bowl.
the MVP of the league this year.
Well, it won't be because of him.
All of the people are saying that. Why he get his money?
He could play. But he's one of the runners, like the small kid that played for Arizona. Has he shown that he can throw the ball like that? I know he take off like Vic all the time.
He run all the time.
But if you ain't hitting them spots, that's what the coaches and owners. I'm gonna give you
And depending on
millions of dollars to hit them
and depending
spots.
on how your team is structured, you may not want a quarterback running all over the damn street.
Hold on. This
Because
brother-
you can't set your line. They don't know where
They don't know where you're gonna be.
This brother was leading the league last year before he got hurt.
In yards.
That's what I was about to say. That's what I was about to
passing
say.
is
And
just
God
up there.
bless all the mobile quarterbacks. Tom Brady take about 4-5 steps.
Stay in that pocket.
And he doesn't. He's been hurt, I think, one time. All that running and shit, because sooner or later, man, them guys out there, them 400-pound. That's why they got all these rules to protect the quarterback now. Them brothers out there, 400 pounds, running 4, 5, 40. Them boys, eventually, they gonna catch your ass. They gonna catch your ass.
But you only
and they gonna knock your ass out.
You only run. Lamar, we never had last year. The previous years, we never really had nobody out there in the field. Nobody in the secondary. We didn't have no wide receivers. We really had nobody superstar quality out there receiving that could spread the field that Lamar could throw to. So Lamar had to run, especially the first year he was. Last year he didn't run as much.
I've seen him just like Russell Westbrook on basketball court. I've seen him get the ball, and I have said, watching the game, he can go down there and shoot. I don't give a damn if 4 men on him. So I've seen Lamar come out of the
huddle,
out of the hike,
and
it's clear he has no intention of doing anything.
It's a running play.
Running
It's
the ball.
a
Most of
pass
they
option.
plays
It's an
like
option
that.
play. So yeah, the plays
He don't
like
have
that.
no intention of doing
but
the option. He's fixing to run.
If you this year, it's going to be a difference this year. Last year was a difference. He started throwing more. He only averaged 69 yards running last year. So his running slow. Yeah, his running slowed down. He's starting to pass the ball more.
The dude can pass the ball.
Once he got some weapons out there that can show enough spread that field, he's going to do more passing than running. He doesn't want to run because it's like you say. Everybody knows running will get you hurt.
To run.
No, if he had a choice, he wants to get his passing yards up more than his rushing yards.
Right.
No,
But that's why they put
his first option is to run.
And you don't have to study
right.
That's the mentality you have as a sports writer, thinking he want to run all the time.
No, he don't want to run all the time.
He's a better passer than people. He's proved it. He proved his numbers.
And if he had a front line
His
like
numbers are
Tom
proving
Brady
it.
had a front line,
Right.
he wouldn't have to run like that. Tom Brady, they pay
Shit, y'all
money to
talking.
make sure
Let me tell you, man.
that Tom Brady
If I
don't
had
run the
a
ball.
choice,
Anyway,
if I had a choice for y'all to represent me, I would go with my mother.
Still won't get no contract.
I'm saying, as a player, right? If you prove your worth, you don't need an agent.
Maybe he
Your
can't.
worth should walk in there.
We need Brian Harper in here to speak.
Maybe he can't pass that quarterback test.
And what you saying?
He
is
can
not
run,
right.
but he
What you
can't
saying
pass
is-
the mental
What you
part.
saying is not right anyway, because then nobody would have an agent if what you saying is right.
Well, if you can prove your worth, just like coming out of the league, right? When you come into the NFL.
No. Let me go deeper than that. Let me go deeper.
Hold on.
Y'all can edit this out. Y'all can edit this out.
Let me say that before you say that.
Okay, go ahead.
When you get in your
Hold a minute. I got to concentrate and remember.
when you come out of the rookie, when you come to the rookie contract, it's all set. First round, second round, the prices are set already. You don't really need no agent. They already set the price. You know what you're gonna get.
Okay.
First, second round, you know what the price is. Whether you got an agent or not, the price gonna be the same. Am I right or wrong?
Wrong.
Okay.
Representation is critical, brother. That's why in my latter years, I'm going to establish, and I've already started working on it, a management company, because a lot of comics are not where they should be because they lack the right management. They lack any management, a lot of them, but they lack the right management. So this thing about just because he has the ability will make him successful is just not true. And that's what an agent / manager is for, because while you can concentrate on the product, the manager / agent should have some insight into the game and what the hell is going on, what the market will bear, and leading or directing or not controlling your career, but directing it. So for you to say, just because he's played well, then the league ought to recognize that and shouldn't give a damn about it, that's incorrect. Because if that were true, then the best comedians would be on top of the game. I'm not knocking at them. I'm just saying that's not the case. Clearly, management, agents, representation has a legitimate place. And as a player, your expertise is not in that. It's not in negotiation. It's not in represent. It's very hard for a person to represent themselves. And you bring your mama in, but what? I mean, and she seemed like a strong woman and all that. She out of her league, bro. She out of her league.
Okay.
Well,
I digress.
I shut it down. This is DisRace.
You started it up. You started the management company. You started it up too.
I'm DC Curry.
I'm Bo P.
I'm Mook, man.
Take the great one.
We'll holler.